Imagination always brings more charisma to the table.
We think in stories, we learn in stories, we convey stories to tell people what we want to convey. That's the reason why novels, why movies are so popular. Why people like Jesus, for example, always spoke in what is called parables instead of just giving a proverb. Because for all of us, the story is actually what makes us human, so to speak. An abstract concept is brought down to the human level. And for us, that narrative is actually what makes it memorable for that matter. It's a mnemonic, a story is a mnemonic. And in fact, the story comes from imagination. It's almost always fiction. It can of course be fact, it makes it more powerful if it's actually a true story. But the very fact that we have to add a bit of spice and a color to it by imagination makes it far more interesting. And if you want to convey an idea, probably the best way to convey an idea is to give an example, a metaphor, a parable, a story, a fable. That's how we learn when we're kids. And it's ironic, that's how we learn throughout our lives. That's how, in fact, the great thinkers actually conveyed, not by preaching to you, but by gently putting stuff across to you through the storyline. And that is what actually brings charisma. Charisma means attraction. So guys, every time you want to tell somebody something, talk to them in a storyline they can understand. And most of us understand it because right from the time we're kids, right from our LKG books to throughout our lives, in fact, when most of the books, even if you want to convey a moral science or moral to, at the end of the story, the first part is actually the storyline itself. And if your story can be personal, something that happened to you personally, great. But on the other hand, you have to use imagination because sometimes we can't wait for all things happen to us to tell other people what is real and what is not real, what is good and what is not good. Okay, then basically we use imagination, that actually brings much more attraction to whatever you want to convey. Convey it through the line of a story, and you have actually become the Pied Piper who can actually make your audience follow you.